because we have more than 100 of these already ordered. It is not brand new, but it's at this price for the first time. It's the Ninja Foodi 5-quart 11-in-1 pressure cooker with the TenderCrisp technology. Today's bonus buy, and by the way, that QVC price is basically right up there what is the retail price as well. But that's why you buy it now, because it's today's bonus buy. It's almost $60 less than what it would be anywhere else. And it's on the 5 easy monthly payments, and it's free shipping and handling. And don't forget, anything you're buying now comes with that holiday return policy. So you've got a return policy that goes all the way out till the end of January. And that's January next year. Imagine all the cooking you could do with this. But what is it? It's a pressure cooker. However, it's also an air fryer. It's also a slow cooker. You can broil, you can steam. I mean, if all you use it for is an air fryer, then that's awesome. If all you use it for is a pressure cooker, that works too. But if you want to be able to use it both ways and more, that's where the value really truly comes in. So this is the only day at this low price the whole year. So if you want to get this at this price of basically 5 payments of $24 a month, you definitely want to order today. Here it is in the black. We also have it in this great navy. All of the colors are going to be more of a metallic color. There's fewer than 250 in that one. Here's the copper. Very, very nice. A lot of people have added the copper. There's fewer than 300 to go around. This is eggplant purple, and you can see that beautiful color, 250 of those. Here it is in that stainless steel, most popular, and 450 left. And then this gorgeous cinnamon, if you want to get that one. And that one, we have about 500 left. And let's take a look. I mean, are you really saving money? You better believe it. Because look at this. This would be $180 basically. And we are less than $120. So that tells you right there, you're saving about $60. 5 easy payments of $24, free shipping and handling. And let me also just say, you get the best of the pressure cooking and the air frying, but all in one pot. We're going to just introduce Kenzie Swanhart, excuse me. And Kenzie is going to be cooking for us in a moment. We are going to show you what all you get in just a moment, but there it is. It doesn't matter if it's going to be something savory, something sweet, something good for you. It doesn't matter, but we're going to talk about it right now. Kenzie, welcome in.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
Well, did you have any of that mac and cheese that you made earlier?
I had a little bit. I'm going to have some more right when we're done because everything in here smells so good. This is the Ninja Foodi, the pressure cooker that crisp. And like you mentioned, you can use it as a pressure cooker when you use your pressure cooking lid. You can use it as an air fryer when you use your crisping lid. But the magic really happens when you use the two together to do TenderCrisp. So this is a chicken that was pressure cooked. So it's nice and juicy, moist. It was cooked really quickly, but it's not that exciting to look at. I'm not going to give that to my family. I'm not going to serve it to the table. Here is where that together, that pressure and that crisping lid come together. We have this TenderCrisp chicken. So it's juicy on the inside, but look at how golden and brown it is on the outside. You can just see the difference here. Right. Not to mention, I'm not sure if you can hear that crispy skin because everyone loves that golden brown crispy skin. And I did that in that 5-quart pot. You'll see here I have my crisping plate in. So you just put that in, you put your liquid in, your chicken, and then you're good to go.
Here's the thing. We'll talk real quick about what you get. This is obviously the 5-quart pot. This is all nonstick. It comes out for easy cleaning, which is wonderful. And then if you're going to air fry, you just put this lid down. If you are not going to air fry, then you are going to use this lid because you get both lids. This is your pressure cooker lid. And then you also, if you're going to just use like slow cooking or whatever, you'll use this lid as well. Explain what's going on up here and how this determines whether you're pressure cooking or not.
Yeah, so at the top, there's this little toggle, and
Yeah.
what you'll see is the words vent and seal. So when you're
Mm-hmm.
pressure cooking, you always want to have it in the seal position. That's going to make sure that it's
Yeah.
locked, that all of that pressure is staying in. And when you're doing slow cook or if you're steaming, you're going to switch that to the vent position. And that will be how you let some of that steam escape so that you
Mm-hmm.
can use it as a slow cooker, a steamer, a stove top, all in this compact machine.
And then this is the piece that you had in when you were browning that chicken. This just slides
Mhm.
right into the bottom, and I'll show you what that looks like here. Like that. It has a little handle right in the middle, and so that allows air to get around underneath the food when you're air frying. However, if you're
Exactly.
baking, if you're broiling, if you're steaming, whatever it might be, you've got the feet there on the bottom. You pop that in. Now you've got handles here too, and now you can put anything on top of that and do a lot of
Yes.
different cooking. I mean, this thing, if you have an air fryer, if you have a pressure cooker, if you have a slow cooker, you can basically take all of those and donate them, and you can replace it with this. But let's go through all the different functions that this has and what can it do, Kenzie.
Yeah, so there is so much packed in here. You've got your pressure lid, and when you're using your pressure lid, you're going to pressure cook, slow cook, you're able to steam, you're able to sous vide, you're able to use it as a stovetop so you can sear and saute. I love using sear and saute before I pressure cook. It adds a little extra flavor. But when you flip the lid and you pull down this crisping lid, that's when you're unlocking your air frying, your bake, your roast, your dehydrate, broil. There's really so many things packed in here. I use that crisping plate and the crisping lid together to do air fried French fries. These were straight from frozen out of the freezer. I think I have over 2 pounds here, but you'll
Wow.
see that crisping plate stays in place as I pour everything out. And then it's
Yeah.
easy to remove with that handle, and everything goes in the dishwasher because everything's dishwasher safe, except for that broil rack. You're going to hand clean the broil rack.
Right. And also, can I ask too, when you did like 2 pounds of frozen French fries, did you have to stop at any point and kind of, zhuzh them around a little bit so everybody got the same amount of cooking?
Evenness. I usually give it about one shake halfway through cooking, and
Okay.
that is really all it needs.
Yeah.
And you do get these silicone mitts, which make it really easy. When you take that pot out, you can literally just give it like a little shake
Yeah.
and then pop it right back, or you can use your tongs. Either works great.
Excellent. We're going to talk about how it really cuts the time. And
Yeah.
let's explain. I mean, we've got chicken, ribs, it could be frozen strip steaks. Tell me what I should
Yeah,
be looking at.
you're able to cook from frozen here, but regardless of if you're cooking from frozen or fresh, you're really going to cut your cook time down. That is the power of pressure and convection together. So when you're cooking chicken or ribs, you're going to do that first on pressure. So you see that on the left hand side of this chart, and then you're going to crisp. That's the right hand side of the chart. So you'll see a lot of these are done in like less than 20 or 30 minutes. They're
Mhm.
really, really fast. And that, again, is that power of TenderCrisp technology, the power of pressure and the power of crisping coming together so that you can even cook from frozen your New York strips, your pork chops, pull anything out of the freezer that you've thrown in there because you forgot to make the week before.
And
Here is an animation of the power of pressure cooking. Infusing moisture into your food. We're rapidly cooking here. When you take off the pressure cooking lid and lower the crisping lid, you're going to see that convection fan power on. It's going to cook your food on all sides. It's really going to give it that golden brown, crispy result that we're all looking for. I like to say you want your food to have texture, not just one texture,
yeah.
multiple. You want it to be juicy on the inside and crispy on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of my favorites. This is what I'm having. Again, I had a little snack, but I'm going to have the rest for lunch in
Uh-huh.
just a moment. This is my pressure cooked my tender crisp mac and cheese. And you'll see it's ooey, gooey, and delicious, but we've got that beautiful crisping on the top. And this was done under pressure first. So I cooked my macaroni and cheese. And what I love is it's actually done in 2 minutes of cook time, Mary Beth. So it's a really fast.
Mhm.
You don't need to boil your water. You don't need to strain your pasta. You pop it all in the pressure cooker with your water and your milk. And then when that's done cooking after 2 minutes of cook time, you're going to swap your lid, add a little panko breadcrumb. You can really do anything you want. Ritz crackers. Some people have their own family recipe.
Uh-huh.
Lower that crisping lid. And in about, I think it was 5 minutes, 7 minutes tops, you get that beautiful golden brown top. And I wish I could send this to you.
I know. I wish I could try it. Kenzie, we're going to show everybody kind of what this is, because I want you to realize this is super easy. It really is intuitive. I haven't even read the instruction guide and I figured it out. So basically there's your on-off switch. And then you were saying that when you use this lid, then it knows you're going to air fry. So you see how it comes up, air crisp, bake, roast, or broil. So you can pick any one of those. I'm going to pick air crisp. It automatically goes to 390. That's where it defaults to. But if I want to take that temperature up, I can take it up. I can take it down. If something says cook it at 360 or 350, you can do that. And when I touch the time, it will default to 20 minutes, but I might only need 10 minutes, you know, so I can take it down to 10 minutes if I want to. Then when I turn it on, do you hear that? It's already working. And this is the part that I loved when you were talking, Kenzie, about this, how if I need to give it a zhuzh in the middle or turn something over or whatever, I can just open it. It pauses. I can do whatever I need to do. And when I put the lid down, it starts right up again and it's clicking down my time. So they're so easy to do. And by the way, let me just stop it for a second. So I'll hit stop, end. And then if you would put on the other lid that comes with it, it would know you're going to do pressure cooking or steaming or slow cooking and things like that. So it gives you, it only lights up with what you can do with that lid. So again, that just makes it super easy. Here's the thing I want to just mention is if you're loving a pressure cooker, maybe you've never even had one, pressure cooking gives you better flavor. It gives you better texture. You can take tough old meats and you can make them tender. And that's the whole thing of saving money, saving time, and your family is eating better. So that's one of the things. And also, we never get a chance to talk about the sous vide because there's so much to talk about. But that sous vide will keep it at a lower temperature for a long period of time, and meat will be more tender than you can imagine. Here's the colors. We have it right here. Let me turn that one off. We have it here in the cinnamon. We also have the stainless steel. Very, very popular. 400 left, 450. Here is the eggplant in that purple, 250 to go around. Here it is in the copper, fewer than 300. And here it is in navy blue, 250. And by the way, there's one more color. It's the black. Okay, a lot of people get the black because it just is so easy to do that. So remember, this should really be pricing upwards of about $180. We are less than $120. That's a $60 savings. Not to mention, you've got the easy payments of $24. You don't have to pay the $120 all at once. Just pay $24 a month. And you've got your return policy that goes out till the end of January. Free shipping and handling. That saves you a lot, saves you about $10. And this is the deluxe model. This is not the watered down model. This is the deluxe. That's why it's so great. In the meantime, we're going to take a real quick break. We're going to be back with In the Kitchen with Mary Beth Rowe and Mary DeAngelis. Hopefully we'll be back by next Saturday. But in the meantime, we still have a lot of great product coming up at clearance prices, Black Friday sale prices. Everything is free shipping and handling right now in this show. So I'll meet you back here in a moment.
I love